mommies and daddies, and welcome to my channel. So today we have a very special guest, Miss Priyanka Brahmawar, a mother of two with full passion, who's the founder and the owner of the company, The Learning Shack, wherein they teach little children ranging from the age 5 to 15 all about coding. And that is why I have got her here to decode all about coding. So let's quickly get started. So hi Priyanka, how are you?
Hey, hi. I'm super excited and doing fine. Thank you so much for having me on your channel. And I'm all set to answer all your questions. So let's get going.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us your time. So as you said, let's get going. So tell us, what is this coding? Like there is coding everywhere. Every YouTube video I click onto, there is an ad which pops up about coding. Every channel I click on my TV, it's about coding. So what is coding?
Let me explain this to you in a very simple manner. Now today we both are having a conversation, right? Now, what's the reason that we are able to understand each other? The reason is because we understand a common language, that is English or maybe Hindi or any other language. Likewise, suppose if I want to communicate or want the computer to follow my instructions, how am I going to be doing that? Am I going to just converse with the computer in the language that I know? No, that's not the answer. So I am going to be conversing with the computer in the language that the computer understands. Coding is nothing but a set of instructions given to the computer in a language which the computer understands. So when we teach kids coding, what do kids learn? They generally learn a particular language, and using that language, they are able to converse with the computer or give a command to the computer to create a game or to create a website or app or any sort of software.
It sounds way simpler now, Priyanka. It's basically saying, hey buddy, to computer in their own language, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So why do you think it has become such a huge trend all of a sudden? Earlier, we used to see hoardings of all our cosmetics and other things on the roads. But right now, it's all about coding. Teach your children coding. If you want to make your children smart, teach them coding as if it's like a life skill. So what do you have to say about that? How come suddenly it's become so pompous and so trendy?
Okay, let me explain this way. Times have changed. We are living in a digital world now, right? Now, with this digital transformation happening, we see that every industry these days demands computers, computer knowledge, right? You name it, it is the airline industry, booking your tickets, you're booking your movie tickets, food industry, the retail industry, the telecom industry, the gaming industry, the robotics industry. Every industry today is computerized. It demands the computer language, right? My generation, we did not have the chance or the exposure to learn computers. In fact, we saw a computer only at a very later stage in life. The reason why we did not start earlier, because there was less of exposure, there was less of knowledge. The industry did not demand much. Most of the industries were running in a manual way. Currently, every industry is digitized. Everywhere you see digital transformation happening, everything is computerized. Now, in this era where we are living, don't you think that the child, if he harnesses the computer skills or the coding skills at a very early age, the child definitely has an edge over the other kid who is not being exposed to coding, right? So I feel that the sooner the child begins to learn coding, the better it is. Definitely. And believe me, there is just no age to start with it. If they harness this, a very attractive career can be made out of it.
That sounds pretty interesting. And actually now if I think of it, everything is digitized. And that leads to my next question, which was that why is it so helpful for children in today's time? And that is one of the answers, I believe, that everything is digitized. Other than this point, why do you think it is so important for children? How does it help them?
The coding, it helps harness the creativity skills of a child. The child starts thinking out of the box. And apart from that, they become creators and not only consumers of anything that is available in the market. So your logical reasoning, your analytical skills, your mathematical skills, your problem solving skills, your perseverance, your confidence, everything is enhanced if you take up coding, right, at an early age. Like you sharpen a knife, it just gets sharper day by day. So as and when, if you start at an early age, then when you grow up, you understand coding in and out, and you can actually make a career out of it. So definitely, number three, I would say that career. Suppose if a child wants to become a computer engineer, if he's interested in robotics, if he's interested in gaming, right? If he starts early, imagine what the child can do when he grows up. He can actually be a big name in the gaming industry. And also, definitely, I have seen children and compared the reports of children who's pursuing coding and the child who's not pursuing coding. You have to see that the academic report of a child pursuing coding is much better. The percentage wise in maths, definitely maths being the subject, of course, for sure, I can say it definitely is much better than the child who's not pursuing coding, because it is sharpening your logical reasoning day after day.
I think now I have to really observe a coder and a non-coder very closely to understand this point of yours.
You'll see a lot of difference between the two.
That's interesting. Priyanka, you know, with this pandemic and all the lockdown happening, there is, as it is, a lot of screen time which is increased for children. We actually have the whole school online in today's time. So do you think parents should now also go ahead for coding for their children, you know, depending that their screen time will increase further?
If you ask me that whenever I take a class with a student, I generally take 2 classes per week, which is like for 1 hour each. So you're just giving 2 hours a week of screen time. The kind of output that you're getting out of this is humongous. These 2 hours per week can actually help you build a career in advance when you grow up. So it's a fair bet, I would say. And 2 hours a week of screen time in something which is going to give you a career, number one, which is of immense interest to you. Believe me, it is addictive. The moment you start making an app or a game and start coding, the kids, they are actually in a different world altogether, because they see that the creativity has got wings. They're actually putting it into reality. It's actually happening. When whatever you think, it actually starts happening, then you feel out of the world, right? So imagine the kind of confidence that the child gets out of just a 2 hour screen time per week. It's nothing much to ask for.
Wow, it's like painting a picture and then waiting for it to see getting alive. That's beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good way of framing it.
All right. In the end, I would request if you can show us some of the project or any app or game or anything small that one of your students had made, and it will amaze us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is a project on a robo where one of my students has made a story, and the story also has a small quiz game. And you won't believe this is just made by a 7-year-old. So I'm sure you like it. Let's check what is happening inside the rocket ship.
Oh, it seems I'm not on the right track to go to planet Mars. Oh, what is that strange colorful planet? Let me go and check it out. Wow, this robot planet is beautiful. I'm so glad I came here. Let me go and check what's inside. Let me go and see how the robots dance. It will be so much fun to see them dance. Wow, the robots are dancing so beautifully and neatly. It's a pleasure to be here and see their dance. Ha ha ha. What a fun dance. Oh, I'm so tired and hungry. Let me go and grab a snack from the restaurant. Good evening, sir. Would you like to have a margarita pizza? Oh, sure. I would love to have it. Oh, I'm so hungry. I love pizza. I want to have it right now. Let me go and grab it.
Who are you? Which planet are you from? You don't belong here. Robot, captivate this man and put him to jail immediately. Leave me, please. Leave me, please. I'm not here to harm anyone. I will do as you guys will say.
Okay, in that case, you will have to play a quiz game. Only if you will win, we will free you. Else you will be captured here on a planet forever. Let's begin. Your next question is,
Wow, that was an amazing story. And you said that this was made by just a 7-year-old girl.
Yes, you bet. And imagine the sort of creativity she must have brought on the table. Yeah,
I loved the robo
imagine-
police and the whole robo dance. That was so cool.
7-year-old coming up with such a good animation story along with a small quiz game in it. So, so this actually went for one of the competition, and she also won the best story award for this. You can just give wings to your imagination and make it actually happen.
That sounds awesome. Literally, it's like magic. Shake your wand and everything comes alive. So that's beautiful, Priyanka. I loved talking to you and knowing all about coding. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for giving us your valuable time. And to all my viewers, if you have any further queries related to coding, do comment below and we'll be happy to answer. Isn't it, Priyanka?
Yes, of course, and I thoroughly enjoyed being on your YouTube channel. Thank you so much for having me, and I would be delighted to answer any questions if need be. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye bye.